Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Swedish ebook before it's gone.
Hej, jag heter Elin. Hi everybody, I'm Elin. Welcome to SwedishPod101.com's Svenska på 3 minuter, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Swedish. In the last lesson, we learned how to introduce ourselves in Swedish. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use good manners as we thank people. Är ni redo? Are you ready? Så låt oss börja. So let's start. There are several ways to thank someone. So let's start with the easiest. It's just one word. Tack. Tack. Tack means thank you. When saying thank you very much, you just need to add så mycket at the end. Tack så mycket. Tack så mycket. Så mycket literally means so much. So tack så mycket, it's like saying thank you so much. During the last lesson, we didn't mention anything about formality in speech in Swedish. However, there are some subtle differences in how you will be perceived by others. Tack is a casual way to thank someone. Tack så mycket expresses more gratitude and is thus more formal. A longer and more formal phrase which expresses a lot of gratitude will be tack så mycket, jättesnällt. Tack så mycket, jättesnällt. Jättesnällt means really kind. It is very common to put jätte in front of adjectives to amplify their meaning. But how do you respond to these thanks? It's easy. There are basically 2 different ways to do it. The first is varsågod. Varsågod. Varsågod means you are welcome. You use this expression after someone has thanked you for a favor or for something given to them. The other way to say you are welcome is the expression ingen fara. Ingen fara. Literally, this phrase means no problem or it's okay, and it's used when someone has thanked you for your help or for a favor. So, when someone says tack to you, you can simply reply with varsågod or ingen fara, depending on what they thanked you for. Now it's time for Elin's insights. If you're not sure about whether to use tack or tack så mycket, keeping it simple is always your safest bet. You don't have to worry about formal or informal situations. Tack can be used with just about anyone, anywhere and at any time. Do you know what ses means? In our next lesson, you'll learn this and other greetings in Swedish. See you in the next Svenska på 3 minuter lesson. Tack! Vi ses nästa gång! Hej! Jag heter Elin. Hi everybody, I'm Elin. Welcome to SwedishPod101.com's Svenska på 3 minuter, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Swedish. In the last lesson, we learned how to be grateful to people by saying tack. In this lesson, we learned some of the most common greetings used in Sweden. Är ni redo? Are you ready? Så låt oss börja. So let's start. The most commonly used informal greeting is hej. Hej. Hej means hi. We use it when we meet people. We can use this greeting with anyone. Yet, it isn't the only way to greet someone. We also have hallå. Hallå, which means hello. And more time-specific greetings like god dag. God dag. Literally, god dag means good day. As a rule of thumb, we can use god dag only during the daytime, from morning until evening. During the evening, we say god kväll. God kväll. Kväll is Swedish for evening. So god kväll means good evening. Finally, in the morning we say god morgon. God morgon. This means good morning. However, instead of god dag and god kväll, it's much more common to just use hej. God morgon, on the other hand, is still the most common phrase to use in the morning. When saying goodbye, we say hej då. hej då. When partying for a long time, we often add ha det bra, ha det bra, which means be well. Finally, in Swedish, we have an expression meaning see you soon that can be considered both formal and informal. Vi ses. Vi ses. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Swedish. Let's review them all again. When meeting friends or someone we don't know, hej. There also is hallå. In the morning, god morgon. During the day, god dag. And in the evening, god kväll. When leaving, we say hej då. When leaving but want to imply see you soon, vi ses. To which we sometimes add ha det bra or be well. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Elin's insights. In formal situations, Swedish people commonly greet each other by shaking hands. However, if we meet someone we are very friendly with, we hug. Swedish people are generally shy and might not take the initiative to hug, but don't be afraid to do it. It's always appreciated. During the next lesson, we'll learn the meaning of the phrase talar du engelska? Do you already know it? I'll be waiting to talk about it with you in our next Svenska på 3 minuter lesson. På återseende! Jag heter Elin. Hi everybody, I'm Elin. Welcome to SwedishPod101.com's Svenska på 3 minuter, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Swedish. In the last lesson we learned the phrase ursäkta mig, kan du tala engelska? Excuse me, do you speak English? We mentioned the word ursäkta mig, which means excuse me in Swedish. In this lesson we're going to learn how to use ursäkta mig and other words when apologizing in Swedish. We use ursäkta mig in formal situations, such as when we are ordering something in bars or restaurants. For example, ursäkta mig, en kaffe tack. Excuse me, a coffee please. We can also use it when asking a question. Ursäkta mig, var är toaletten? Excuse me, where is the toilet? The common way to say excuse me is ursäkta mig. Ursäkta mig. Just like ursäkta mig, we can use förlåt when apologizing for an action. Förlåt means I'm sorry. Förlåt. You can also hear some Swedes say sorry, which is a loan word from English, and it's often used as a quick apology amongst friends. Both of these phrases can be used for either excuse me or I'm sorry. But if you really want to apologize for something, it might be better to use the word förlåt. The phrase förlåt, jag är jätteledsen för det means I'm really sorry about that. This can be used in both formal and informal situations. Förlåt, jag är jätteledsen för det. First we have the familiar förlåt. Next we insert a Swedish pronoun for I, jag. Then är, which means am. Followed by ledsen, which means sad. Again, you can see the use of the word jätte in front of an adjective, just like in lesson 2. Finally, we have the phrase för det, meaning about that. Förlåt, jag är jätteledsen för det. Now it's time for Elin's insights. In Sweden, if you accidentally bump into someone, you might not get any response. But to be polite, we either say ursäkta mig or förlåt. You can also use these phrases when you want to say, sorry, can you repeat what you just said? Are you able to count in Swedish? In the next lesson, we learn the numbers in Swedish from 1 to 10. I'll be waiting for you in our next Svenska på 3 minuter lesson. Vi ses nästa gång!
Hi all of you Swedish learners, I'm Hannah and it's time for another lesson in the Swedish language. And today we're going to talk about words you'll need to know for the beach. It's the summertime in Sweden and there's a lot of people going to the beach, so this is going to be a very good timing and I hope it's going to be a fun lesson for you. Let's start. Solglasögon. Sunglasses. Glöm inte dina solglasögon. Don't forget your sunglasses. As you can see, I have mine on, so I'm ready for the beach. Just gonna pack like a towel and some more stuff before I go there, and I'm ready. Strand. Beach. Idag ska vi hänga på stranden. Today we're going to chill at the beach. I'm not, unfortunately, but during this weekend I'm definitely gonna go to the beach if the weather keeps being this good. Looking forward to that. Simma. To swim. Att simma är bra för hälsan. To swim is good for the health. It is indeed if you swim a lot and if you just stay swimming and don't go like under the water, I guess that's not so good for your health. But swimming is a very good exercise and very good for your body and fun, I think. Sol. Sun. Solen är stark. Bränn dig inte. The sun is strong. Don't get burned. Yeah, for us with pretty pale skin and with long winters up here in Scandinavia, it's quite easy to get burned when all of a sudden we have this beautiful weather with sunshine and spend a lot of time outdoors. So that's something to be careful about for sure. Palm. Palm tree. Sandstrand och palmer så långt ögat når. Sand beaches and palm trees as far as the eye can reach. We don't have palm trees up here in Sweden, but I know that they are very common further south and it's a beautiful setting when you have a beach with a palm tree for sure. But don't come to Scandinavia to look for palm trees because we don't have them. Snäckskal. Seashell. Barnen plockar snäckskal. The children are collecting seashells. This is something we have in Sweden, and this is something I did as a kid for sure, collecting seashells. They're really beautiful, I think, and interesting to study the different kinds. Baddräkt. Swimsuit. Jag använder inte baddräkt så ofta. I don't use a swimsuit very often. I guess instead of a swimsuit, you can wear a bikini or maybe some shorts or something like that for swimming. So there are different options for taking a dip in the waters. Hav, ocean. Havet är lugnt och stilla idag. The ocean is calm and still today. I haven't been to the ocean today, so I'm not sure, but usually here I'm on the west coast of Sweden. And it can be quite wild waters and still water too some days, so it can change a lot here on the coast. Livvakt, lifeguard. Livvakterna håller koll på barnen. The lifeguards are keeping an eye on the kids. It's very good at beaches where they have lifeguards. Usually here in Sweden we don't. People like to go to pretty small beaches here. We have a lot of small beaches, not those like huge city beaches. We don't really have them. But lifeguards are good for sure and something we have in some places. Vattenskoter. Jetski. Jag hoppas vi kan åka vattenskoter. I hope we can go on the jet ski. Actually, I never tried jet skiing. It's not something I would do on a regular day on the beach, but I hope I get to try that sometimes. And maybe you tried. It seems very fun. Badhandduk. Beach towel. Tog du med dig badhandduken? Did you bring your beach towel? Especially when it's a bit cold, like maybe windy in the air and you go swimming, I think a towel is really nice to have when you get up. If it's super sunny and warm, maybe you can like dry in the sun, but a towel is good to remember when you go to the beach for sure. Solstol. Beach chair. Jag har 2 solstolar till barnen. I have 2 beach chairs for the children. Sounds really nice with a beach chair. I'm not sure if the children would sit still in a beach chair for too long. There's so much to play with on the beach, but a nice extra thing to bring if you plan on a day by the waters. Sandslott. Sandcastle. Ska vi bygga ett sandslott? Should we build a sandcastle? Maybe something you did as a kid, but I must say it's also really fun to do as an adult, to build a sandcastle. I usually get a bit restless when I'm on the beach sitting still for too long, so I can definitely enjoy building some sandcastles now and then, especially if there are kids there to play with as well. Kylbox. Cooler. Det finns läsk och öl i kylboxen. There's soda and beer in the cooler. That sounds super yummy. It makes me long for the beach, something cold to drink, and the warm sun. We'll see if I have time for that this week, because it sounds really tempting right now. Tidvatten. Tide. Tidsvattnet kommer in snart. The tide will be coming in soon. Some places the tide can go really, really fast, so that's something to be careful about so that you don't all of a sudden find yourself covered in water. I know that the waves can suddenly go very high up, so something to remember, especially if you come from a place where there's not that much tide. Solbränna. Tan. Vilken snygg solbränna du fått. What a nice tan you've gotten. Yes, I told you it's very popular to get a tan in Sweden, especially in the spring, because we come from the winter when it's hard to get sun on your skin. People appreciate a lot getting a tan. Maybe sometimes a bit too much, maybe they sit too much in the sun, but we do compliment each other on tans in Sweden for sure. Snorkling. Snorkeling. Vi har bokat en snorklingsutflykt. We've booked a snorkeling excursion. That's something really fun if you want to see what lives under the water, not just on the surface or on the beach. You can bring the goggles and go snorkeling. Super fun and a lot to see. And I would say maybe the beach is not the best place, but like further out from the sand so that you can see some animals and some vegetation under the water. Flip-flop. Flip-flops. Ha på dig flip-flopsen så du inte trampar på glas. Keep your flip-flops on so you don't step on glass. Might happen on the beach that there are some people who've thrown away some bottles or something. Not something you should do, but could happen. So bring those flip-flops and be careful. Solskyddskräm. Sunscreen. Sätt på dig solskyddskrämen innan du går ner till vattnet. Put on sunscreen lotion before you go down to the water. Really important, you guys, because, yeah, you know, the sun can be dangerous even if you're not careful with sunscreen, especially if you have pale skin like me. Bikini. Bikini. Årets bikinimode är väldigt häftigt. This year's bikini fashion is very cool. Yeah, nice to wear like a bikini or a swimsuit when you go swimming. I don't know if I keep up with the fashion that much, but something that looks nice is always nice, right? I hope you all learned some useful phrases for the beach, and I hope you get the chance to go to the beach, if not in Sweden, somewhere else. Maybe you're thinking about what you're going to bring to the beach next time already. Remember to like, comment and subscribe to Swedish Pod 101 and head over to swedishpod101.com to learn more Swedish. See you next time. Bye guys!
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Swedish ebook before it's gone.